I could tell you a whimsical tale that's probably very inaccurate.
The Sensible Sociopath.
2, 3, 1, go.
Roma, the podcast is here!
It really never gets old.
Sorry about those jokes I said earlier about babies with both sets of genitals.
What does that even mean?
You know, I'm willing to risk my life for this podcast, Roma.
Ugh, that sounds insane.
I'm also willing to risk your life for this podcast.
Periods are not just for women.
And you'll get to red pill yourself if you choose to.
Come on, if you're thirsty.
Take off their underwear and relax with their uncle.
It was kind of traumatizing.
White people are bad and do bad things.
How fast can I eat your ass?
I mean, you know, you look at me and you go, this is an international man.
My whole life is a sham.
And you can't get the white Oreos, that's racist.
I think I counted like 25 racially charged jokes.
White privilege allows me to turn off someone's headlights.
I was just being agreeable.
Roma, when was the last time you were agreeable?
It's been days.
Also, if you try to poop really hard, sometimes you'll come.
You would think that we'd have our shit together.
It's the enema for your face.
Yeah, I was gonna say cleaning's for women.
I'm not a lady, Roma.
Oh, this is so gay.
Let's try to be inclusive, Roma.
What does that even mean?
I know these things, Roma. I know many things. Why, hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 161 of the Sensible Sociopath Podcast.
161!
Woot woot.
We're live on a Friday night, and it's actually Black Friday.
Whoa.
Spooky. Now, welcome, everybody. Please chat with us live during the show. We are monitoring the chat and shall bring you up, whether you like it or not,
That's right, you're being monitored.
on YouTube live by the Nation of Islam. Assalamu alaikum.
Salami, eggs, and bacon.
Yeah, so we are on our, it's our Black Friday episode.
Woo!
Yeah.
We should all wear black.
You're getting a special deal. Cyber Monday's coming up.
Exciting.
Yeah.
The thing is that I've been shopping online and it's been Black Friday for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then then Cyber Monday's a week. And yeah, it's just, and then you're going to have Christmas the deals and none of them are really deals.
Yeah.
Like I noticed that a lot of times Amazon will like bump the price up right before Black Friday and then discount it to maybe like $2 below what it originally was.
That's smart.
But it looks like it'll be like, oh, 45% off. But you're like, it's the same price as it was a month ago. It's $2 cheaper than it was a month ago, but you inflated it.
Yeah. Those kind of tactics, that Amazon's probably going to do pretty well.
And if you don't order it now,
Mm-hmm.
you won't get it until after the holidays.
Yeah.
Dude, Amazon's been fucking up my packages a lot lately.
Oh, yeah. No, it's been fast and loose.
Crew
Bezos.
fight. Crew fight. Take out those Amazon people.
I had one, it was like, will be delivered the next day. I'm like, oh, sweet. And it's something that I really wanted. And it's been like a week and a half. And then I just got a message today. It was like probably lost in transport. Well, I can't return it and I can't get my money back until it like shows up or whatever.
Roma, were you ordering organs from the Uyghur province of China again?
So today it just told me that they were giving it to UPS to deliver it. They're like, we might have better luck with UPS. I'm like,
yeah.
it's in your warehouse. It was 1 day shipping. What is happening?
Yeah. Roma, I don't know.
And you all recall my blackface debacle.
Yeah.
I sent them, so it kept saying like, oh, this item's late. So I couldn't like return it.
Mhm.
So finally one day it like glitched and it would be like, oh, it's been delivered. And then like a few hours later, it's like, this is late. And so
Yeah.
I
Sorry
caught
to
it.
inform you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I caught it in a moment where it said that it had been delivered. And then I went to like return it and I talked to the guy that like owned it or whatever. And I'm like, hey, you guys
He's like,
sent
I
me.
haven't even sent that yet.
He's like, I was like, you sent me the wrong thing, the wrong product. And he was like, oh, well, I'll refund you. Just keep it, donate it if you can. I was like,
Yeah.
cool.
I've gotten that a few times.
Yeah, I have too.
Well, and here's one of the things that I wonder. So, we all, I think, start to kind of, that we all have those things in our lives that we want to purchase, right? And, maybe you just haven't pulled the trigger on it yet, or maybe it's
Yeah.
too much money and you just haven't,
You're
Yeah.
shopping around.
but
Or,
it's in your to do or to obtain list.
sure.
And I just wonder if now that we're in like the age of information and how like basically Amazon and Google are just collecting every thought we've ever had,
Yeah.
and compiling, some kind of a profile on us,
Mhm.
that are we at the point in time where our Black Friday deals are not influenced yet by our previous search history?
But they will be.
Maybe. And like, will they, because the way it looks right now, so I've been looking at some audio equipment stuff, I'm getting
Ooh, fancy.
yeah, little
Zaboom.
shotgun microphones and things, yeah, for booms and just trying to increase my toolkit, I guess, for creating video content. And really none of it was coming up as on sale.
Mhm.
And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I wonder if now they're starting, they have the computing power to, since our algorithms give us our favorite movies and TV shows and
Yeah.
what you might want to watch next and all
Yeah.
that fun shit. Is it to the point where now our Black Friday stuff that we really want, and they know we really want it, isn't going to be showing up there anymore? Have we missed that boat?
That's possible. I know definitely, like, so as soon as I start shopping for a specific item, because like I like the act of shopping and I like getting a good deal. So if
Mhm.
I decide that I want something, it might take me a month before I actually pull
Sure.
the trigger. And I'll get like, oh, deal now, only lasting 48 hours, but it's like, 25% off, but it's like, I don't know, 25% off in general is really usually not worth it that much,
Sure.
Not to the point where I'm like, oh, that's the deal, that's the one I'm going to get. I'm like,
Mhm.
I can get it for a better deal.
Yeah.
Anyways, and I did notice that a lot of the things that come up on my feeds, because as soon as you start shopping for that thing, all of a sudden, all the Instagram, all the, any website you go to, it's like popping up in the bottom.
Yeah.
Like I was shopping for a Coach purse for a long time, and like all of a sudden it's Coach, 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 Coach. Never
Mhm.
before have I gotten that. And
They know.
they'll have deals, but they're not that great. I'm like, it's Black Friday. Give me 50% off, for God's sakes,
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Let
I
me
know.
take it off your hands, please.
yeah, I'll buy it, but give me a good deal.
And that's the other thing. So then they could also design it so that you got fed all the deals you want, so that all of your money gets spent.
Right.
Why wouldn't they do that?
They should do that.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Because
That
if
doesn't make sense.
Dude, I've blown through so much money in the last couple weeks because things that I've been shopping for a long time went on deals.
hmm
Um,
Even the brand that you wanted, or
Yeah.
okay.
like the specific things, or like, for instance, okay, so it's no secret I get Botox, but I only get about once a year.
Yeah.
And
Take the wrinkles out of my butthole.
it is so smooth.
Yeah. Yep.
Um,
Slides
The
right
water just beads right off it. Like a new car finish.
But one of the places that I've gone to before was like, it had like, $250 off,
hmm
and of like 50
Botox and socks.
yeah, of 50 units, which is a lot of units.
Mhm.
And I'm like, this is a killer deal. And so I bought it because I'm
Mhm.
like, I can't not buy this because I'm not going to get this good of a deal. If I decide to get it in 3 months,
Mhm.
it's going to be $500. But, now I'm getting it for, two something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty killer right
But
there.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting to drop that money, but I'm like, and I can wait. I don't have to, they're like, you just have to make an appointment by March.
hmm
So
Oh.
whenever it is that I decide to do it, so I'm like, it's worth it. But I'm like, oof, I wasn't ready to spend that money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus Christmas gifts, plus whatever. And I keep buying myself shit because I'm important, apparently.
hmm
Because I work hard for my money and I want to spend it.
Well, and that's some of the best justification that you can ever have is that, well, it is my money, and
Sure.
I want to be able to spend it on whatever the hell I want.
I mean, I do, but I also want to retire.
Yeah.
So
Fair.
Yeah, but you could retire with drugs and prostitutes, Roma.
That's
I would either have to be like a prostitute on drugs or a pimp.
Roma, you're halfway there. And I won't say which half.
Well, I'm not on drugs.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah. My work does random testing, so I'm definitely not on drugs.
And there we have it.
Well, we know which side of the alley you're on for that one.
I mean, I do Botox my butthole, so.
Yeah, it's true. It's all vanity, though. Okay, so you both agree that Google and Amazon has our best interest in mind, right?
Yes.
Now,
Yeah.
let's say you were looking for something special.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of different options here, and you just let me know if you think that this item went on sale or not.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. I'm good with that.
Okay, first one. Realistic animal dildos.
No.
No.
Yes.
Okay. And the answer is some.
Okay.
So, horse.
Okay. Wow.
Yes.
That's.
It was half off, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yes.
Oh my God. So wait, is
Okay.
it a miniature horse dildo? Is that how
No,
that?
Roma, that is a full-size horse dildo. You can actually get it in 3 different sizes.
Oh.
One of them they call the XL.
Dude, that shit's fucked up. But continue.
Okay. What about a realistic dog dildo?
Oh.
No, that one's full price.
I hope so.
Yeah, it's full price.
Okay.
Um,
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Roma, maybe we'll see a pattern, okay?
Okay.
Realistic California condor dildo. It's actually technically a cloaca.
I was gonna
Is
say
that a bird?
75%.
Mm-hmm.
Do birds have dicks?
They have cloaca. They excrete and breed through the same hole.
75%.
Mm-hmm.
75% off on that one.
How does that work if they don't have a dick?
It's a bird dick. All right, let's move on. What about a realistic harbor seal dildo? Realistic
Are these
harbor
real?
seal.
Yeah,
Are you
no, I
fucking
think
with-
that one's full price.
I could not find that one. No.
Oh my God.
It's probably sold out.
Are these on Bad Dragon?
Yeah. What about a realistic skunk dildo?
All right. These are just
It
getting
just looks like
silly.
a real dildo. It just smells like a skunk.
Oh.
So those
Yeah,
ones,
that one's definitely discounted.
yeah. They're throwing that in a gift bag. All right, let's move on to something a little more a little less crass. Okay.
I'm scared.
So you can attach your phone to this, and it is called a selfie speculum.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Roma, what do you think that would be for?
Well, you're checking out your innards, but
Mm-hmm.
how would you even know what you're looking at?
Well, if you had a good enough selfie speculum.
I mean, but I'm just saying, like your average person. So if you're a doctor, I can
Mhm.
see that being a thing. Although I'd be very concerned if my doctor had his speculum attached to his cell phone.
Yeah,
It's just so I can use the camera
yeah, it's true.
and the
But-
lighting.
like if I was to look inside of the vortex,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't really know what I was looking at or for.
Okay. And you don't think you would send maybe throw a handful of glitter in there and send your boyfriend a happy holiday picture?
I
Some tinsel, maybe?
just feel like that would be very uncomfortable and
Yeah.
irritating.
The stockings were hung with care.
Have you guys seen that video? And it's a gender reveal party, and I don't know if it's the wife, I don't know who it is, but they fart out colored smoke and glitter.
I heard something.
It was blue. I might have brought it up. It
Yeah.
just was so shocking to me. Like, so she lays down on the floor in front of all these people and farts, and this plume of blue smoke
Yeah.
and glitter comes out of her butt.
What if she would have shit, though?
I'm like, how? Like, what are you even eating?
What does that tell you?
The fart jar game.
It's
Yeah.
back in the fart jar game.
Exactly.
All right, continue.
Okay.
Is that really a thing?
Yeah. mhm.
Okay.
Japanese mystery adult fantasy costume.
Yeah, no, that's a real thing, and I think
Mhm.
it's on sale.
I don't think it's on sale.
No.
Mm-mm.
I would say I can't recall on this one. I forgot to mark it down.
Oh,
We're gonna go with on
Jesus.
sale. Okay. Chainsaw massage harness.
Is that a thing?
Yes.
A chainsaw
It's
massage
a
harness?
translation thing. Massage harness. So it's a harness for a chainsaw massage, I believe.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, see, it's one of two things. It's either so random that it's never going to be on sale, or
Mhm.
it's so random that they can't get rid of them, and so it is on sale. And
I
that's
think
how I'm
this
feeling
one's-
about most of these.
It's probably popular though. I think it's a translation thing. Like the next one, underwater toaster. What does that mean?
Are you fucking with me? That is not a
No,
thing.
I'm serious. It's there. I don't know.
Why are we not
Alright.
bringing these up?
What about a bath grenade?
Yeah,
And
no,
they have
that's,
bath bombs, and I bet you that's on sale.
It's probably the same thing as a bath bomb, I would bet.
you've got to like pull the pin.
It would be actually be really
Yeah.
funny to make bath
throw it at a
grenades.
distance.
Yeah. Put it between your butt cheeks. Let it fizz. You know,
Do a gender reveal.
why ever you do that. Okay. What
Oh,
about
look, it's a girl. Are you sure that's pink smoke?
Yeah, is
Yeah,
that
it's
pink
fine.
smoke or blood?
That's,
right.
It's fine.
here's one for the kids. A good old fashioned neck rope. What do you think, Roma? Is rope in season?
Is this for autoerotic asphyxiation?
I hope not. They're
Pre-
children.
Prepubescent?
These are children we're speaking of. All right. Here's one that's not for the kids. Cajun sex lube.
Oh, God, no.
It's really salty.
Oh, dude. So my boyfriend bought some Cajun salt, you know,
Okay,
like
yeah.
and it makes me cough so bad. So he was
Oh,
like,
you're using it wrong.
dude, he's like, oh, put it on popcorn. It's so good. I could not eat popcorn. Like I was like hacking, coughing. Like there's something in it. And like I even put it on. So he had made jambalaya.
Okay.
And so he like sprinkles some on his, and it's flavorful, and he makes it super fucking spicy. So I'm already like, I'm snotting, I'm bright red. Like it's like,
Super
it's,
hot.
dude,
Yeah.
super hot.
Great Thanksgiving.
He actually knocked it back some, and I was still like just tearing while I'm eating it. But anyways, so he sprinkles some on it. So I'm like, okay, I'll sprinkle it on because it's not dry. I figured it's dry, you know, that's what it's, and I'm just coughing, and there's something specific in it. And like I eat spicy stuff all the time, but holy
Mhm.
cow. So Cajun lube, I'm
Yeah,
I'm
sex
gonna
lube.
say that's a no from me, dog.
Okay. Dan?
Yeah, I'm going to say that one, that is a real thing,
Mhm.
and two, it is on discount just because they can't
They can't get rid of it.
they can't get
Yeah.
rid of enough. They can't get rid of enough.
Yeah, you'll come. I guarantee.
No wonder they called him Gambit.
Okay. Sewer gravy.
I think you're making these up.
I don't
Yeah,
think
no,
so.
that one's free.
All right. Well, then what about a scat funnel?
I feel like it's just a regular funnel. It just comes with lube.
Yeah. Probably.
So are you playing it backwards like a trumpet?
I miss Tracy's dog's condom. That's
Tracy's dog condoms. Yeah.
Call back.
we should actually play
all
that.
over.
When your
yes.
dog
Let me
just
see if I can
gotta
find it.
fuck.
I'm gonna find it.
Okay. What about fire starting ointment?
Yeah, no, that's real.
I feel like it should be real.
Yeah.
That's real.
I mean, if you get hurt starting a fire, you want some ointment.
Yeah.
All right. What about candied glass?
Yeah, that's a real thing too.
Candied glass, good for everybody.
Generally something that people would use with
So I think in
blood capsules at Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
so I think in in like oh my God, I'm sorry. Movies, TV shows, whatever, when they a lot of times, and maybe they've changed it since then, I wouldn't be surprised, but once upon a time at least, when they were breaking glass, it was actually sugar.
Mhm.
So they would like melt sugar into plates and use that. I think now they do like a jelly substance. I just remember watching an episode of Supernatural,
Mhm.
and like there was like shattered glass everywhere, and it was like jelly. Yeah,
Interesting.
like gelatinous, you know.
Yeah.
But I think once upon a time it was sugar.
Yes, it did used to be sugar glass.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't still do that.
Yeah.
But
It's probably a cheaper way to do it too, rather than cutting people up. Okay, what about baby's first blood pump?
So, so I just went to a baby shower, and I went through their list of gifts, and it was actually my boyfriend's friend, who's now my friend, through him, but
Mhm.
it's a girl thing. So I went, he did not go. And so I'm
You went in
scrolling.
his stead.
Right.
Yes.
So I'm scrolling through the things that they want, and one of the things was
Baby's first blood pump.
it was basically it's not a CPR thing. It if the baby's choking, it sucks it out of their esophagus. So
Mhm.
it's like
A throat
Vacuum.
vacuum.
it's a vacuum thing. I think it's like a bag, but like it's supposed to suck
Mhm.
it out, and adults can use it too. And
Mm.
he was a paramedic for a long time, and so I was like, oh, he'd approve of this, which it wasn't cheap. It was like $80.
Oof.
But so
How much
anyways,
is a baby's life worth? You
well,
know,
depends on how
It's
old
not
they
80
are.
bucks.
The younger they are.
Over $80, I guess.
That's
So,
pretty good.
so anyway, so I'm like, this is what I'm gonna get them. Do you approve? And he goes, yes, but with the caveat that if they have to use it and it saves the baby's life, we get to rename the child.
Okay.
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
So
That's
I brought
a
it up.
solid deal.
I brought it up during the baby shower, and there was a lot of people there. There was probably at least 40 people there,
Mhm.
if not 50. And so I brought that up while she was unwrapping it.
Mhm.
And she kind of laughs or whatever. And then we get a note back saying, like, thank you so much for the gift. We hope we never have to use it.
Baby
P.S.
super fan Dan will be.
P.S. You cannot rename the child.
Oh.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Come on,
It's
be
like,
a sport.
We literally saved their life.
Yeah, exactly.
And-
For
and-
$80, I can't rename your baby.
Yeah.
You pieces of shit.
Uh,
For
it's-
crying out loud.
It's
Yeah.
pretty tasteless.
So have the name that you chose be their nickname, okay? But their real name,
Is cloaca.
yeah, you know,
It's bird dick.
you call it Chloe for short.
Yeah, that's right. It's a good one, Dan. All right.
Cloaca.
Roma, what about flame retardant pet shampoo?
I'd buy it.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't on sale. Although I would want to know what chemicals was in it, because
Mhm.
I wouldn't want it to like give my dog cancer.
Okay.
But
But
I
fire's
also-
okay with you.
Well, no. I also don't
it's-
want my dog
If
to be
it's too
on
expensive.
fire.
Yeah. All right, Roma.
But here's the thing that most people die from the smoke inhalation
Mm-hmm.
or lack of oxygen prior
Mhm.
to being burned alive. And so I feel like even if he was flame retardant, he'd probably die from lack of oxygen or smoke inhalation.
Yeah. Anything retardant makes them less intelligent too. So,
Yeah. So.
Especially with the way that he sneezes.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
Cajun spices. Lube. All right, what about a sun spotting scope? That way
I-
you could find the sun.
I feel like it's on
Whenever you
sale.
want.
I feel like it's on
That's
sale.
real and it's on sale.
Yeah.
I really do think so.
Okay, what about a nice sturdy roof ramp?
I hope it's on sale. Actually, that sounds really convenient for putting up Christmas decorations.
Oh yeah,
If not, just cleaning out the old gutters.
it's true. Yep.
The old roof ramp.
What about swimming shackles? Is that gonna be a good deal?
I think it would be because I don't know that it sells very well.
Are they weighted? Because
Does it come with a gimp
They're
suit?
high
Like
quality, if that's what you're asking.
Okay, so
Yeah.
are they heavy?
Very high quality.
High
Then
quality,
they're
made in
expensive.
China,
Put it
yeah.
back.
Okay, what about a box o' bites?
Boxo bites.
Box o' bites.
Yep. No, that's
I mean, it
on
sounds
sale.
good.
Could be
Actually,
anything in there.
that's
like-
definitely chunked down.
Okay, what about the speaking of chunks, the at-home colonoscopy kit?
does it attach to your cell
Comes
phone?
with a speculum.
Okay, because it has attached to your cell phone, or I'm not interested. You know, you could do like an Instagram live video.
That's true.
I
We
forget
call-
who. I think it was
Tom.
Ryan Reynolds. Actually, did a video of his first prostate exam. Like, obviously didn't show, but it showed him like going in there and
Mhm.
like, yeah,
He's got a very handsome prostate, I bet.
Well,
yeah.
Tom
Have you guys-
Green back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys watched him and Will Ferrell's new movie that just
No.
came out, Spirited? It's really good.
I
Is it?
watched
Okay.
the very end of it.
Dude, it's really good. Like it's a musical, which I
Mhm.
dig, but it's kind of modernized. They have amazing dance scenes. It's funny. It's good. Like you really have to watch it. And so I think we rented it and it was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Is it Prime? I feel like it's Prime.
Apple TV.
Really?
Yeah,
Mhm.
and it's
Because it's an Apple original.
and it's
Mm.
PG-13.
Ooh,
So
that's good.
But it's not vulgar or anything. I mean, there's some like sex jokes and stuff, but in general,
One
but
prostate exam.
it's fun. It's a fun. So it's a remake of A Christmas Carol, but super modernized. Like follows kind of the same idea. But so, anyways, guys, you should watch it because it's fun.
no, it looked amusing enough to be able to watch the whole thing.
100%, 100%. I was enthralled, and he's not a musical guy or anything, but he really appreciated it, and he really likes not well, he likes Will Ferrell, but Ryan Reynolds.
Mhm.
So
Okay, what about a wood chipper toothpick dispenser?
ooh, that's
Yeah.
actually a
That-
really good idea.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah, you just like throw
You
a
make your
log
own.
and then stand in front of the
toothpicks.
chute.
Do you only get one?
No, you get a few.
Oh, okay.
So close your eyes.
Get out that catcher's mitt.
They come fast. Yeah. Okay, what about open wound seasoning salt?
I feel like it's just the Cajun stuff rebranded.
Yeah.
It's
I don't
the
know
dry-
if it's open.
It's the dry rub.
Yeah, I don't know if it's open wound flavored
Oof.
or it's just meant for open wounds. That's a hard one. Okay, last one. Thumb gristle, people flavored cat treats.
Thumb gristle people flavored cat treats.
Mhm.
So did I ever tell you the story about so I know somebody that works at a hospital, and I might have told this before. I can't say for sure, but anyways, one night in the ER, they had somebody come in. I don't know if it was a man or a woman, but they were diabetic and their toes were rotting off, gangrene or something, I don't know.
Probably a woman.
I'm assuming morbidly obese. But anyways, they had fallen asleep on the couch and woke up, and their dog had eaten 3 of their toes while they were sleeping.
What a hungry doggy.
Oh,
I-
jeez.
Yeah, like literally 100% a thing.
I mean,
So they came in the hospital missing toes because I'm assuming the flesh was rotting, probably smelled sweet and gross, and dogs
Ugh.
like sweet, gross thing. Like they're the ones
Mhm.
that'll like find a dead animal and roll in it, right?
yeah.
Ate, and because because their toes were rotting, they couldn't feel it.
Mm-hmm.
So the dog had actually eaten 3 of the toes and didn't know until they woke up.
Oh my goodness.
And you're always like, what's in your mouth? And you make them spit it out.
Yeah, exactly. You pinch their cheeks and it opens their jaw up,
Yeah, like a scorpion.
and then you realize it's toenails.
Yeah, that's gross.
So,
Because then your dog's going to lick your face. You know it. Like, there's
Oh.
only going to be a certain
and
amount
it
of time.
smells like gangrene, rotting toes, and toes already smell gross. I mean,
Oh,
for a lot of
man.
people, not me, but
Yeah.
I don't have foot fungus or anything.
And then your dog has a taste for human flesh.
Which is
Oh,
scary.
yeah.
And I
Oh,
don't know
yeah.
if it's a big dog or a small dog. I'm not.
I would think it's a small dog.
I
if it
feel like
only
it's a
got
probably be
chihuahua.
a
I
small
feel like
dog.
it's a chihuahua.
Small Chihuahua or Pomeranian, to be honest
Maybe a-
with you.
Jack Russell, maybe.
Maybe.
Like some
Mhm.
type of rat terrier. Because they, they'll attack
Yeah.
things.
I mean, did they just get their toenails done too? Because girls get pretty upset about that.
It's true.
I would be upset if my toes were A, rotting off, but B, my dog ate them.
I mean, you put a little polish on them just for, you want to feel special.
Yeah.
It's the
You wanna look
Blackfoot,
nice.
but you gotta change up the coloring.
I
just so you
polish
can
my
find it in the
toes.
dark.
Yeah, I polish my toes about once a season. Then they slowly wear off and chip and look like shit. But
Mm-hmm.
Who do we got in the chat tonight, guys?
So Margot and Kat said hi.
Oh, hello, Mago.
But
Hello.
we've got more viewers than that, but they're the ones that said hi.
Yeah.
Well-
Can we watch Tracy's dog condoms?
Yes,
I
absolutely.
feel like we should. It's-
Highly encourage. It's the season.
Yes, 'tis the season to be watching Tracy's dog condoms.
So this actually was about 1 year ago. This was,
I think it'd have to be a couple years ago.
it says 1 year ago. So this was last Christmas.
Maybe.
And transition.
Hold on, I will.
Yeah, Roma, don't forget to transition your
No, I
gender
won't. All right. So
to one that
let's-
we like more.
All right, here we go. Why can I not hear it?
Oh, Roma.
Why can I hear it?
That's a good question.
Can you guys hear it?
No, not at the
No,
moment.
not you, Dan.
Okay.
Obviously, we can't. I'm asking the.
That's fair.
Hang on.
Sorry.
All right, let's try it.
Okay.
Are you
There we
tired
go.
of not knowing what happens to all your dog semen?
Yeah, I'll say yes. Yes.
You know what brand I go for? Tracy's dog condoms. And here you can see Tracy's dog condoms
Oh my God. Stronger pleasure.
for your dog. Look, a reservoir tip for your dog.
And you can put fish in it.
Affectionate and interesting.
What the fuck? Enjoy the joy of fish and water. What is this?
Yeah, you can enjoy the joy of fish and water, Roma, with Tracy's dog condoms. This episode brought to you by Tracy's dog condoms. When your dog's just gotta fuck. Yeah, what a great.
well done.
What a
That is
great
classic.
Mhm.
Well done.
Tracy's
classic.
dog condoms.
When your dog's just gotta
Gotta
beep.
fuck. Yeah.
So good.
Yes, yes. Part of the
I think those are on sale too.
probably.
100%.
Hmm. Well,
You
the
can
dog
put fish in
dildos
it.
aren't. but
Because between November and December is generally when the dogs are fucking because
Mhm.
they're having their kids in the spring.
yeah, if you're gonna get dog fucked, it's gonna be between November and December.
Everybody's inside. It's
Yep.
cold outside. The dog's got to be inside.
Yeah, they're riled up. You gotta get dog fucked.
Dude, I let my dog out earlier today, and so he likes
Fuck
to
the
go.
guy.
Well, no, he likes to go over to the fence and bark at the other
Jumped on him.
dogs. And the other dogs are big dogs, and they're kind of barky. Like they like to bark at everything. And so he goes over there. He's barking at them. They start barking back. And usually they like keep at it, but he was just barking and barking and barking and barking. And like they weren't. So I don't know if their owners kept put him inside or
Mhm.
what. But I'm like, yo, like chill the fuck out. You're not even getting in a reaction. Like so.
One of them was dead.
I called him in, but I just
Well-
thought it was excessive.
And your dog's half Mexican, so it's got a temper problem.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Right?
What are they?
Oh, yay.
What are they? Yeah, he's half Mexican, half German.
Oh, Jesus.
What are they?
Orderly, mein Führer.
Is it charismo? What do they call Mexican men?
Machismo.
Machismo.
Oh, I thought you were going to say chucharico, which
I'm
I think is a pork rind.
I almost like chorizo.
No.
Isn't it chucharones or something? Charones?
Yeah, something like that.
No, it is not chorizo. Although I did have that as a nickname when I worked in a kitchen.
Your nickname was chorizo.
Yes, my nickname was chorizo because I earned it. So, real quick, was working at the Dirty Bird, and there was a Daniel on the expo line, and of course I am Daniel and working around a bunch of Hispanic people. And so every time they would say Daniel, I would be like, what? And they'd be like, no, we're not talking to you. We're talking to the other guy. And I'm like, okay, well, after a while, I'm like, all right, you need to come up with another name for me, please. Because every time you say Daniel, I think you're also talking to me.
Sure.
And so there was this Hispanic gentleman who was working next to me. And he ended up cutting off 3 of his fingers in a lawnmower.
Oof. While you're working there?
No, thankfully, not. Anyway, his name was Augustine, and he's like, okay, so what's your last name? And I'm like, well, it's Werschmidt, and he's like, all right, so what's that mean? And I'm like, well, in German, it's sausage maker, or at least that's what I thought to believe at the time. and he's like, "Oh, you mean like chorizo?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like chorizo." And he's like, "Okay, you're chorizo now." And so for years, I was always chorizo.
I love it.
Now, is that the dry chorizo or is that the moist chorizo?
Yes.
Okay.
Sometimes I was dry, sometimes I was moist.
Mm-hmm.
Gross.
Well, what do you do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I my only nickname I ever had growing up was Crash, because I ended up crashing a golf cart through a garage door.
I am also named Crash at my
Really?
new job
Really? Wow.
because I rolled that box truck at the beginning of 2020.
Ah, yes. Yeah, I like that nickname. I think it's a cool nickname. I guess I never took it with me. I was never like, "Oh, I'm Crash," because that kind of just feel ridiculous, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good nickname. I'm proud
No,
of it.
it's a great nickname.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have fun with nicknames, otherwise you're just going to be infuriated by them.
Yeah. I've had a lot because my name's unique, but
Mm-hmm.
nothing that has deviated very far. Tomato, but Roma tomatoes. I would say
What?
that I would say that was my most
Mm-hmm.
deviated from Roma, but I've been like Robo.
What about Roma laundry detergent?
Is that
I've been-
a thing?
Oh, Roma.
Yeah, you've seen Roma laundry detergent, right?
No.
You haven't?
Oh, I have.
It's in the big bag.
It's in a bag,
And it's got
yes.
the
And
lady.
it's got that chick on it with the
Mhm.
blue hair.
Mhm.
Yes.
My favorite is still Romerica.
They also have Roma pizza.
Mhm.
Yes, they do.
It's
which is-
extremely cheap and doesn't taste very good. But
No, it's not. It tries to be Tombstone, and it is just not Tombstone.
Mhm. And it's more pile driver.
Really, it is. It is.
Everybody get that?
Oh yes.
Hilarious.
dude, Tombstone's pretty legit, not gonna lie. Especially with the puff crust one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's post Thanksgiving,
Mm,
and I hope
Indeed.
everybody had a good Thanksgiving.
I don't.
I mean, mine I worked,
Mhm.
but I got paid extra, so I'm not upset about it.
Mhm.
Double money.
Roma's a prostitute. Yep.
Yeah, well, it's a holiday. You gotta pay extra.
Yeah, exactly. Happy holidays, everybody.
A little bit of
Roma's-
extra mistletoe
Roma's
and
arriving at people's family holidays.
vagina glitter,
As a
whatever.
prostitute. Yeah.
Botox butthole,
Yeah, exactly. All right. All right. Only three at a time. gentlemen.
We're trying to keep it classy for the holidays, Steve.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh my goodness.
But I have some. So everybody's, I'm sure they're diving into the leftover turkey,
Mhm.
at least in the States.
Mhm.
And I have some turkey
Sewer gravy.
stories.
Oh,
Turkey stories to bring up.
I thought you were gonna say sewer gravy.
I mean, so
You can bring that up too.
let's see what we got here. So I've got several of them. I've read a couple, and the rest I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna make it a surprise.
Mhm.
Surprise.
Yes.
So let's see what we got here. Erie turkey circle caught on film.
Mm.
A driver in Massachusetts was left dumbfounded when he spotted a flock of wild turkeys eerily circling the body of a dead cat. Jonathan Davis
Well, from
filmed-
corn. Yeah.
That's right. I was just thinking the same thing.
Jonathan Davis filmed the bizarre scene in the town of Rudolph on Thursday and posted it on his Twitter feed, joking that the turkeys were trying to give the cat its 10th life. As one might expect, the creepy video of the turkey witchcraft subsequently went viral with amazed viewers offering various suggestions as to the creatures what the creatures were doing. Hold on,
You
I'm
know-
going to put on glasses. I can't read.
The only turkey witch I want has got cranberry sauce and other sandwich ingredients on it.
Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes.
Tomatoes, ham, jams, large dogs.
What? What is that?
You name it. Sorry.
Oh my God.
Dogs, hogs.
Okay, we're going to hold on one second. So, do you remember when we were kids,
Mhm.
McDonald's put out a small, what are they, 45s? Do you remember that? Out
Yes.
that
Yeah.
record?
Yep.
So it was
It was the Big Mac song.
yes, it was a Big Mac song. So it was a Big Mac fillet of fish. No, wait. Big Mac, something. Cheeseburger, hamburger, cheeseburger, something, Happy Meal. You're on a roll. Keep going. McNuggets, tasty golden fries are special or larger size.
We didn't start the fire.
No,
It's always been.
dude, I used to know that
But it was
song.
like it was like that. It was like
Yes.
yeah. You know, it's like that pace of naming all the things that, you know, McDonald's.
Dude, it was because like, so I had a record player and I had one that was nursery rhymes and whatever, but like I think it came in the mail, and so we would listen to it and I fucking memorized it, and I bet you if I sat down and thought about it, I could recite the entire thing, and I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna rap it on
Roma.
2023.
All right.
Respect.
Yep. Roma's gonna be spitting hot fire
Sweet.
in
Okay.
2023.
So back to what we're doing.
Mm-hmm. Two all
So
beef
as
patties,
one
special sauce, lettuce, cheese, onions, pickles, sesame seed bud.
something
Got
like that, yeah, that's
Something
pretty
like that.
close.
Yeah.
So as one might expect, the creepy video of the turkey witchcraft, quote, subsequently went viral with amazed viewers offering various suggestions for what the creatures were doing. Fortunately, for anyone who enjoys Thanksgiving, the turkeys were probably not practicing a bird-based form of black magic. A wildlife official in Massachusetts named David Scarpitti explained that cats are natural enemies of turkeys, and therefore the curious creatures were likely trying to figure out what the feline was doing in the road. The spooky circular motion around the downed cat, he says, could have been caused by one turkey performing the motion and then all the others falling into line behind it, which is typical way the birds travel. Let's watch the video.
Yeah.
Yo, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Turkeys walking in a circle around a dead cat in the middle of the road.
Yeah, that's pretty
What?
creepy, honestly.
It's musical turkeys.
Bro, this is wild.
They're
Yeah.
doing it to the beat.
That's crazy. Yeah. I don't know. That's
I think that they were honoring the fact that the cat for once was being the sacrifice for the holiday.
Oh, that's a good point.
They were like, you know
Yeah.
what? For once, you gave up all 9 and you're here in the middle of the road. Somebody's going to come scoop you up.
you know, seldom when I find a dead cat do I search for stuffing, but it might have been appropriate here.
Yeah, good point.
There could
And
be
a
crumbled.
wishbone.
There could be crumbled bread and
Fennel.
celery. Yeah,
And fennel.
exactly. Shoved up that cat's ass.
So I feel like we should go on our next story.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's
All right, let's see.
most of the most terrifying videos I've ever seen are turkey based. I don't know why.
You don't like birds.
Well, that's true.
All right. Multiple agencies pursue wild turkey terrorizing Washington, D.C. area.
I wasn't born like this, Roma.
He
I was
wasn't
created.
pardoned. That's what it's got to be, is he wasn't pardoned.
So authorities in Washington, D.C. and Maryland are searching for a rather sizable wild turkey that's believed to be behind a series of attacks on unsuspecting residents. The bellicose bird's bizarre reign of terror has reportedly been unfolding for the past several months along the Anacostia River Walk Trail in the nation's capital. While the area is home to around 100 of the creatures, authorities believe that there is one particular pugnacious turkey that has turned territorial in the park and developed a distaste for humans encroaching on its turf. While the animal's antics may be amusing to some, there are no laughing matter to those who experience the bird's belligerence. One unfortunate resident who ran afoul of the ferocious fowl, even needed medical attention following the attack and received or recalled how, quote, some cartoon, I had to use my purse to beat it back, unquote, as a means of escaping the harrowing encounter. Another individual who tangled with the turkey described it as a, quote, scary situation, wherein the bird nearly knocked him off of his bike and then proceeded to chase me around for 5 minutes.
Well, the bird knew he was gay.
And he had bike shorts on.
I was
Yeah,
going to say,
with
no
the
wonder,
padding in the butt, you know?
Yeah,
no wonder you hate birds. Dude.
You're riding a bike in winter.
Incredibly, after the animal had grown tired of pursuing the man, it turned its attention toward another bicyclist on the trail.
His boyfriend.
In a video of epic showdown, which can be seen above, the targeted woman frantically tries to avoid the creature by using her bike as a shield and calling out for help. I put the phone down and picked up the biggest twig I could find and started whacking the bird. The man explained, indicating that he had a twig. I was like, he had a purse? What? The man explained, indicating the defense measure managed to cause the angry animal to flee the scene. Having received several similar reports of the truculent turkey terrorizing visitors on the trail, authorities posted signs at the location to warn people about the combative creature and set about trying to capture the animal. However, it would appear that the feisty fowl is one step ahead of its pursuers and is now suspected of having crossed into Maryland.
Ooh.
This has led to at least 3 different agencies joining the hunt for the turkey, which may very well be America's most wanted bird at the moment. So let's watch the video here.
And we're back at 5:30 now with an angry bird running afoul.
Yeah, a wild turkey is chasing people and attacking them on a popular Anacostia Riverwalk trail in the Northeast. And as you can see there, we have the video to prove it.
That's crazy stuff. News Force Mike Seagraves reports on a seriously irritated tom turkey.
Tom turkey.
Day Folarin shot this video about 2 weeks ago on the Anacostia Riverwalk Trail near the Kenilworth Aquatic Gardens.
It was a scary situation.
Day is one of the members of the go-go band, Rare Essence.
I like that guy.
Who frequently cycles this stretch of the trail.
Just riding along the path, this
It's a racist
gigantic
turkey.
just kind of like jumps up towards my face to kind of like almost claws me in the face. So kind of knocked me off my bike. And then it proceeded to chase me around for like
Rare
5 minutes.
Essence.
There have been multiple sightings of wild turkeys along the trail dating back to November.
There's actually a pretty healthy turkey population in D.C. and the surrounding areas. There's at least 100, maybe even 2 in the district. We just never see them.
Dan Roush with the D.C. Department of Environment believes the turkey that has been reported interacting with people is the same turkey.
So I've been out there looking for it, and I've been out there using different
Maybe he
turkey
needs a
calls,
bike
calls
for
with
it to be
males
black.
or females trying to attract it in
It's
order
true.
to
It would be
catch
hilarious
that bird.
if he
This is a
got in
male, so it's a
blackface
pretty
just to
large
try to
turkey,
lure it.
and when people see it, it will drop its wings, it will puff up to display.
The wild turkey has been spotted from Kenilworth Aquatic Gardens in D.C. all the way to the Bladensburg Marina in Maryland.
If this turkey approaches you, would try to back up and move away. It is a big bird. They do have spurs. They can run and they can fly.
Day knows just how fast they are. After the turkey went at him, it went after this woman.
I put the phone down and I found like the biggest twig I could find, and I started whacking this bird. Like I whacked him like twice. Feathers flew everywhere. He kind of like stepped off back into the brush.
Day says he and the woman have been asked repeatedly why they didn't just run away.
They can be very aggressive. They're very fast, and you just never been attacked by a turkey before.
If you spot the wild turkey,
I
you
love
should
it.
keep your distance and call animal control.
Oh
In
my
the district,
God.
Why
Mark
don't you mind your own
Seagraves,
turkey
News-
business till you've been turkey accosted?
Right?
You just
Seriously.
gotta beat that turkey off with a stick, you know?
You ain't never been attacked by no turkey.
Yeah. This ain't no turkey sandwich. It ain't no turkey scramble. It ain't no turkey. Yeah. It ain't no
Oh
turkey
my
soup.
God. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that guy was the one doing the interview.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. That's I mean, anything that large. I mean, even if
Dude.
a small bird wouldn't leave you alone, you would be
I
messed up.
had a Chihuahua try to attack me and my dog, who's also Chihuahua, but he's a mix, so he's taller, he's a little
He's
bit
stuck
bigger.
up. Yeah.
And the dog ran across the street to fucking get at us, and like I was scared. Like I could have booted this dog. Of course, I didn't want to, but like it's an ankle biter, and I was like, oh, this dog could get me. Like
Punt me dogs.
it was a punt me dog, but like I was very nervous, and it was small. It was very small. I mean, it was probably like a 7-pound dog, maybe 6 pounds.
When I think at that point, you're probably more likely to hurt yourself trying not to hurt that other dog or
Well,
something,
I picked
falling in
my
the
dog
street
up.
or doing, tripping over your own feet.
Well, so I pick my dog up. I go across the street because it's coming down there and it's barking and it's yipping and it's being aggressive. So I cross the street and then it crosses the street and then it's in my face and I'm kind of pushing my foot towards it to back it off. But I wasn't scared. I was concerned. And that's a small dog. I couldn't, if a turkey came after me, and I've been chased by roosters. It's not fun.
Cocks.
It's scary.
When you got cocks running after you, you definitely got to have boots on.
Well, and that's why I always have my shotgun, Mike.
All right, let's see what else we got. Territorial turkey has Pennsylvania town torn. It's a tongue twister. Let's see here.
Are these well, I guess we saw somebody getting attacked in the last one. I would just like to see somebody get really attacked.
A wild turkey that has laid claim to a patch of road in Pennsylvania town has become something of a celebrity in the community, much to the chagrin of some drivers. The boisterous bird has been fixated along a busy street in town of Mount Lebanon since summer. And over time, his legend has grown to the point that locals now know him simply as
Stu.
Oh, Stu. He's sort of like the neighborhood pet, one resident who lives along the road mused on TV station KDKA. But now everyone is thrilled with Stu's daily antics in the middle of traffic as Mount Lebanon Animal Control Officer says that the turkey's presence has become increasingly disruptive. People driving along the road have reported somewhat unsettling encounters with Stu where the turkey has brazenly approached their vehicle and even in some instances attacked their car. As of now, authorities have given no indication that they plan on doing anything about the territorial turkey, but one would assume they will be forced to take action if his aggression escalates.
So this turkey hasn't even done anything?
Well, he's being aggressive towards cars and stopping traffic.
Let's see what he does.
All right, let's see here.
Yeah. Because, I mean, that other one
If
was
you have
attacking
ever
a
driven
lady.
on Washington Road in Mount Lebanon, you may have encountered him.
We all know.
It seems to be his regular hangout, and he apparently thinks it's all his.
He seems to
Cat's
be very
cracking
home
up.
at this area. He's very settled in this area. We've had trouble with him since this summer.
He hasn't given anyone his name, but neighbors call him Stu, as in turkey stew.
He's sort of like the neighborhood pet.
Stu has become quite the celebrity
That
in
guy's
Mount
also
Lebanon for
Stu.
his daily antics near Vernon Drive and Washington Road. He turkey trots in and out of traffic without fear.
Clever.
He kind of wanders around. Got in front of the car about a week ago.
One of the big concerns that we're having with Stu is that people are starting to stop and get out of their cars and chase
Blow
him
each
off
other.
the road.
And he's
bunch
the
of old
subject of
guys.
countless Facebook posts. That turkey attacked my car. He came right up to my car door. I was afraid he was going to start pecking at it. I've seen him
Oh,
several
terrible.
times now. That is one crazy turkey. That bird belongs in the cuckoo's nest. Just yesterday, Vince Paparello
Ooh.
captured cell phone
Oh,
video
yeah,
of
ACAB.
Stu at the intersection of Washington and Cochran
Yeah, get out of here,
Roads.
pig.
For
Cochran
several minutes,
Road.
he ran alongside a police vehicle, pecking and biting it.
Fuck the
backing up
police.
traffic. But there was a
Exactly.
perfectly good reason for his wild turkey behavior.
Okay, I kind of like him though.
Know what he
How
looks
would-
like.
how would
So
you
when
explain
he sees his
that?
reflection
Look at
in
this.
in the vehicle, the side of the
The
vehicle,
cop tried to pull him
he
over.
thinks it's somebody that's encroaching on his territory.
And experts
Yeah.
have a word of warning.
But they do have spurs on the back of their legs, and they use these to defend themselves. So if they got to the point where they felt threatened, they could possibly turn on the
All
person
right, why is
trying
that
to help
tooth
them.
trying to climb out of his mouth?
What happened?
I just have to say that
I don't know what happened in the audio.
what you'd have to have it on video to prove it to your insurance company if that turkey fucked up your car.
I guess, yeah.
Because you'd have to make sure that
I like Stu, honestly.
Do you cover this? Like, does this happen?
Mm-hmm.
Am I covered?
He's angry at life and he's not fucking around.
Doesn't want to be eaten, man.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I wish that black guy was in the video. He would have made it a lot better. That old
Dude,
white guy.
if
would've
they
been
had
the
that
biggest
black guy in the
twig.
video and he's attacking cop cars, like, perfect. It
Yeah.
really fits the narrative.
Yeah. And then he could like make fun of like white bitches loving turkey sandwiches, but hating turkey, whatever.
I mean, they
They
only
hate
put
turkey
avocado and
stew.
bacon on it to make it tolerable.
Yeah. Oh, bitch, you love turkey sandwiches, but you hate turkey stew, huh? STU. Yeah.
All right. I've got more turkeys.
All right.
Let's see what we got.
I have a feeling some of these stories will be very similar, Roma.
I mean, turkeys gone wild.
But I would like to see the videos, please.
Wild turkeys perturb city in MA, Massachusetts. Residents of Cambridge, Massachusetts say that they were being tormented by aggressive turkeys, and they're calling on city officials that doesn't make sense. It should be to put an end to the birds' reign of terror over the community. Over the past few weeks and months, there have been sharp increase in incidents involving the notorious invasive animals, with many unfortunate victims running afoul of the fowl.
But this is the first time somebody said it's invasive.
There's no stopping them, one resident grimly mused. In the New England Cable News, they are sure they own the neighborhood. Least one think that such an assessment is hyperbolic. Consider that this particular victim allegedly had her window smashed by one of the turkeys and reports that her neighbor's garden had been decimated by the birds. Fortunately, city officials are taking the threat seriously, perhaps because one local politician personally encountered the menacing creatures, and what he experienced was chilling. It was like the turkey was waiting for me. City Council Dennis Carlone told the Boston Globe. They're clearly strategizing. Whether this perceived gamesmanship from the gobblers is simply the bird's natural intellect, or something learned from living in the vicinity, the many renowned colleagues and universities in the area is a matter of conjecture until one animal can be captured and studied. All right. Oh, I don't know if there is a video here.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it with this one, but it's interesting because I know turkeys are supposedly like hard to hunt because they have color vision, I believe.
Oh, okay.
And you have to hit them in the head when you
really
like shoot them. Yeah, like a lot of times it's shotguns. And the spread pattern on the like bird shot or whatever is supposed to be pretty small, so that you basically hit them in the head.
Just take that head
decapitate them.
Yeah, and then you can't wear like any of the orange or the pink, that people usually wear.
Because they can see it.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And they will find supposedly they are intelligent and very hard to hunt.
Okay.
They've got an episode about the dangers of turkeys and their intelligence on Rick and Morty, and they also have the dangers of turkeys that are pissed off on Bob's Burgers.
And then I think wasn't there a movie made about turkeys where it was like a horror movie, some kind of.
I don't know, but I believe it.
I think it was. It might have been chickens. It was either chickens or turkeys, but I think it was a holiday like horror movie or something.
The Gobble.
Yeah,
coming this fall.
Yeah, some turkey pun, I'm sure.
You thought your sandwiches were safe.
Yeah.
Wait until the Gobble.
Yeah, that's hilarious that they're not getting their mail. That's just that goddamn Amazon.
Turkeys thwart mail delivery in Ohio. While rain, snow, and gloom of night may be no match for Postal Service, mail carriers in Ohio City say that wild turkeys are a different story. The spate of incidents involve the infamously invasive bird unnerving postal workers in the city of Rocky River has caused mail carriers to stop delivering to more than 24 homes. They explain that this is because the turkey encounters are becoming increasingly unsafe for them since they have no means of fending off the angry birds should they strike. As such, for the last 3 weeks, the unfortunate residents who live in the proverbial turkey territory of Rocky River can only get their mail if they go to the post office to pick it up.
It's a turkey-tory.
Yeah.
True story.
The city's mayor believes that the bird feeders are to blame for the turkeys now calling the community home. And so, in an attempt to drive them away from the area, she is asking residents to stop providing such food for the birds. Alas, however, there may be one fatal flaw in the mayor's plan. Her request to homeowners was sent out this week in a letter.
Okay, I've got to be curious. Is anybody trying to use bacon and avocado to make them go away?
Exactly. To make them tolerable?
Yeah.
Just make them tolerable.
To at least make them tolerable. Like, come on, man.
Well, and it's kind of funny because, well, first of all, yeah, now that you assholes have been feeding all these animals now we have to go pick up our mail. Thanks a lot, everybody. And like, don't you think in those sort of more rural areas, aren't the people like driving up to the mailbox?
Probably. If
Instead
you have a
of,
long
like,
driveway.
They're not going to be wandering. So what the hell's the problem?
I mean, we don't know what kind of neighborhood it was necessarily.
Mexican.
Also, I just want to point out that as
Roma.
soon as I took a sip of whiskey, I got like 10 shades redder.
Did you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you think you're having an allergic reaction?
Alcohol makes me flush.
Hmm.
So, but I just want to point it out in case people were like, why is she so
Yeah, they're like,
fucking
"What
red
the
all
hell
of a
just
sudden?
happened?"
And I was like, it's because I react to alcohol like an alcoholic, apparently.
Yeah. Why is Roma so nervous around all these turkeys and mailmen? Hard to say.
Okay, we've got a couple more stories.
Yeah, let's go for it. These are all good stories.
It's pretty funny, and it makes you really worry about turkey attacks.
You never knew.
You just never knew.
And I think they lied to us in school when they tried to make us, color their feathers like
As a hand.
yeah, like orange and green and
Those were gang signs.
yeah,
Gang
it-
colors.
It had to be because they all look brown.
Yeah.
I like how on top of the title of this, there's a hand turkey. It's
true.
black, though.
That is very true, Roma.
Turkeys torment CT neighborhood, which is Connecticut. Let's see here. Residents of a neighborhood in Stamford, Connecticut are crying foul over how many foul jokes?
Yeah.
Right.
And they did say invasive a second time, and also CT could be cock tease. Go ahead.
Okay.
That's
Stamford, Connecticut are crying foul over a group of wild turkeys that have seemingly declared war on humans. It is believed that the problem began earlier this summer when someone in the community decided to feed the birds, which wildlife experts say is a major mistake when it comes to turkeys. Since that time, the birds have not only lost their fear of people, but now see them as challengers to their perceived territory. According to local politician Steve Kohlenberg, numerous right Kohlenberg
Yeah. Girl,
numerous
you're about to get your world rocked by Kohlenberg.
Stephen Kohlenberg. Numerous residents have complained about the aggressive animals chasing after them, and some senior citizens say that they are actually afraid to leave the house because of the angry birds. Well, that's sad.
it's because of the flu.
Additionally, postal workers, what is it, bird pox or bird flu?
Bird flu, yeah.
Let's see. Additionally, postal workers have also become frequent targets of the turkeys due to the mail carrier's daily foray through the neighborhood. Making matters even more worrisome is that an elementary school sits at the heart of the animal's territory, leaving residents concerned about the ornery creatures possible attacking their children. We need the community to come together and stop feeding the turkeys, he told the Stamford Advocate. And if they still continue to come around, we need to harass them and push them out and make it uncomfortable for these turkeys to be in our neighborhood. Why not just kill them and eat them?
I'm telling you, bacon and avocado. Just start running after them with a plate.
I just
Get
really
out of
like
there.
how the mail carriers are like getting the brunt of this. It used to be dogs. Now it's turkeys.
And it's funny because, if the mayor said that about anything else other than turkeys, if you just want to read that last part and just assume he's talking about anything else.
Yeah, like
sounds
let's
horrible.
put something else in there. We just need the community to come together and stop feeding the turkeys, he told Stamford Advocate. And if they still continue to come around, we need to harass them and push them out and make it uncomfortable for these turkeys to be in our neighborhood.
Yeah, it sounds like it was probably from a Jim Crow era sort of thing,
We
Yeah, or
need the
Mein
community
Kampf.
to come together and stop feeding these white people.
Yeah, exactly. Or Jews,
Mexicans.
or Asians, or insert any ethnic group here.
These Cubans.
Yeah.
We have to make them feel uncomfortable.
Well, that's hilarious to be like the mayor and be saying that. And then you're like, oh my God, what about the turkey voters in 10 years? Like there's got to be at some point we're going to figure out that turkeys are able to vote. And then
That's true.
I'm through.
I'm through.
Yep. I'm a turkey bigot.
So I've got one more story. New Jersey town tormented by, quote, gangster turkeys.
Roma, does anyone have AIDS?
Well, let's find out.
Okay.
Residents of Teaneck, New Jersey are living in fear due to a spate of strange incidents involving increasingly aggressive wild turkeys that are roaming their town. One particular unfortunate victim, Courtney, I have no idea, Lopchinsky. Okay, Lipchinsky, saw her home invaded by one of the fowl, when it crashed through her kitchen window during dinner. Okay, these puns, foul puns, are too much.
Cracking you up? Oh.
Quote, I grabbed the kids and we literally ran for our lives out of the house because we were so scared,
The
unquote.
kids were small goats, by the way.
She told CBS 2 in New York. Lopchinsky claims the honorary Thanksgiving icon caused a whopping $6,000 in damage during its unwanted visit. The encounter is just one of many run-ins with the animal that have caused town officials to take notice, as police have received multiple calls about the angry birds over the course of the last few months. They're like gangster turkeys, Lipchinsky said. They terrorize the kids at bus stops and chase people in their cars. Due to the protected nature of the bird, authorities are hard-pressed to find a solution to the problem, but may have devised a plan to, at the very least, thwart future attacks. Town administrators plan to distribute air horns to concerned residents who wish to protect them from the turkeys. Additional state wildlife officers or officials hope to ensnare some of the animals in order to redistribute them to different areas of the state. Until these plans are enacted, however...
Citizens?
Oh, it should be citizens. It says denizens. I don't know what a denizen is. Denizens of Teaneck will likely be looking over their shoulder, at least they fall victim to, quote, gangster turkeys. They have to be peaceful. There has to be a peaceful solution, Lipchinsky lamented. They can't just keep ransacking the neighborhood. Unfortunately, the turkeys of Teaneck may beg to differ with that observation.
You know what Turkey Conan said, right?
Turkey Conan?
Yeah, because, somebody's lamenting. You've got to listen to the lamentations of the women. Apparently.
Sorry, Dad, you missed with me.
Yeah,
That's all right.
I'm not that.
Somebody got it. Cat got it.
It's all right, because, it's like, what is best in life, Conan? It's to
the lamenting of women.
Destroy my enemies, see them driven before me, and to listen to the lamentations of the women.
All right.
So,
enough.
it's just
that was a deep cut, Dad.
Add some gobbles in there, and, even Arnold would be proud. Maybe. Probably not.
Of all the Arnold quotes.
It's a Conan. What do you do? There's lamentation in there.
On the far right of your keyboard,
yes.
There should be a Nobody's Got AIDS button. On the other, yeah. Say it for the New Jersey gangsta turkeys. It's the white button down. Second.
Nobody's got AIDS.
There we go.
Woo!
Yeah. No, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about just how Tony Soprano would have handled this. He probably would have had a heart attack in Italy.
No, he would have fed it in his pool.
Or that. Yeah, he probably would have. It could have been a whole different show, if you just had turkeys in your
It's a true story.
Yeah.
True story.
Dan, I've got a few other stories that I
Really?
wanted to talk about.
Oh, please do.
Yeah. There's this one, and it's it is, so a Mexican woman was allegedly killed for her organs. And it was from an online courtship with a doctor.
No kidding.
Or somebody who's in medical school, yeah. So
harvest the organs.
So a Mexican woman traveled to Peru to pursue her romantic relationship with a medical student she had met online, but her remains later washed up on a beach, and he now has been accused with harvesting her organs. So Bianca Arellano, 51, told her family in late July she was embarking on a 3,000-mile journey to Huacho to meet Juan Pablo Jesus Villafuerte, 31. Wow, she's 51. He's 31. A medical student with whom she'd had a lengthy online relationship.
Looking forward to this movie.
Yeah. So on November 7th, the lug-struck woman told her niece that the in-person romance was proceeding well, and then stopped communicating with the family. Yeah. So basically, this 51-year-old woman ended up disappearing and washing up on the beach.
Yikes.
Yeah. Apparently, she met a gentleman in Peru who was a medical student, and he harvested her organs.
Oof.
Allegedly.
Ditched her body on the beach.
Yeah. Or yeah, she ended up washing up on the, he's 31. Yeah, Villafuente was charged with human organs trafficking after Arellano's dismembered body washed up on the beach.
I hope he got convicted.
I think this all just happened. I think. Yeah.
Harsh.
Yeah, pretty crazy though. So I guess just be careful who you're meeting out there, everyone.
So wait, who did it? The chick or the guy?
The guy did it to
the chick was a 51-year-old Mexican woman, and she went to Peru, where he's a 31-year-old medical student. She ended up getting killed and getting her organs harvested.
Wow.
So pretty.
Did he sell them?
Yeah,
that's the
idea.
That was the thing, was that he had he's been claimed to have been guilty of human organ trafficking.
You know, I mean, if you're a serial killer, that is a really lucrative way to go about it.
Okay, so it later emerged that shortly after Bianca's disappearance, the suspect had begun posting videos on TikTok allegedly showing him dissecting body parts, including a pancreas and a brain.
Okay, well, that was his first mistake.
Yeah.
I mean, it might have been his 10th mistake,
You just
but like,
don't make it a TikTok, bro.
During
how fucking depraved are people that you would murder somebody to harvest their organs and put it on TikTok? Like, bro.
During a search of Villafuente's home, police found evidence of blood in the bathroom, the laundry room, and on his mattress. Yeah, crazy.
I mean, I think this stuff has always gone on to a certain extent, but like because we have media the way we do now, it feels so much scarier. You feel like everybody, and you know, like I listen to true crime podcasts and stuff like that, or you know, I watch Netflix stuff, and you just feel like everybody's going to murder you all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So, I don't know if you guys are in the market for a New Mexico ranch, but
I could be.
Yeah, I mean,
Sell me.
Epstein's ranch got almost $10 million price cut off the price.
Oh, 9.5.
Yeah, I mean, look at that goddamn thing.
Oof.
You think it's haunted?
No, I think it's amazing.
I feel like it would be haunted.
Oh, I would love it so much. I would.
I mean, it'd be a great fucking story. You're like, do you know that Epstein raped children in here?
Yeah, I'd be like, I mean, I sleep like a baby.
And then
I
he
don't
hung
know.
himself in jail.
Yeah, it's crazy. What luck. So it's now on sale for $18 million. So that means they cut a quarter off the price, or a third off of the price.
I mean, I think that what I would do is I would buy it and turn it into like a bed and breakfast or an Airbnb.
Yeah, I would do a podcast studio probably.
Yeah, seems reasonable.
It's been on the year for a year and a half. It first went up for $27.5 million. Took a $6 million price cut in July, dropping it to 21.5. Another $3 million reduction, so it's now down to 18.
I wonder how much he paid for it.
Yeah. Well, okay. So the New York City townhouse, which had previously sold for nearly $50 million in March 2021, and his Palm Beach mansion, which sold for $18 million, was later demolished in April of the same year.
Good.
Jesus. Who would pay $18 million for a house and then demolish it?
Somebody that said fuck Epstein.
Well, I mean, okay, so the island was listed for $125 million, and it dropped 12% down to $110
I mean,
million.
I would buy an island for sure.
Yeah.
Is that the one with the creepy temple on it?
Yeah.
And the underground tunnels?
It'd be great.
Yeah, that would be
God,
pretty
look at
cool.
this place. Yeah, so that's that picture that we were talking, but then yeah, I mean,
wow,
it's beautiful. Look at that wood. It's really nice. Holy shit.
That's amazing.
Yeah. That would be my new podcast studio.
Okay, maybe that.
You probably have a hard time choosing.
We're here
It would
live
just-
from Epstein's
Yeah.
previously owned mansion here in New Mexico.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a great
I still think we should buy the island.
totally
we should pool our funds and buy the island. It's totally doable.
Absolutely.
So we're at the end of the show.
Are we? Okay. Well, I brought up this last article, but
Okay, let's do it.
The new Disney CEO, who is the CEO prior to the one that just left.
Okay.
So they brought the old guy back, Bob Iger.
Okay.
But yeah, he thinks that the Disney prices are too high, which I think is great.
Yeah.
Surprise move last week. Prices at the Mouse House's theme parks have become too steep, and that the predecessor, Bob Chapek, was killing the soul of the company, including moves to hike prices at the theme parks, including Disney World and Disneyland, in order to make up for losses during the pandemic. So, obviously Disney is huge and
Yeah, like they don't have enough money.
Absolutely. I mean, they just bought the Marvel universe, so obviously they've got some big bills they've been paying.
And Fox.
Well, he's talking about here the park demand is sky high. Customers have griped that prices have become catastrophic and the quality of food and portion size and the overall experience of the park isn't as good as pre-pandemic.
Yeah. And I mean, it's crazy just to think about that. You pay, several $100s a day in just tickets to go to the park.
Yeah.
It's like a couple $100 at least.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Food's expensive,
plus-
souvenirs,
Plus-
lodging if you could stay there.
Absolutely. Yeah. If you want to have a drink or, or any of that shit. The lodging to stay nearby. It's ridiculous. So basically you're like, okay, so like where I could have an excellent vacation anywhere for, let's say,
Or go on a
$5
cruise.
grand, for $5,000, you could have unlimited fun. You would have to pay 3 times as much to do the same stuff at Disney World. Sure, it's got all the great Disney.
I never understood Disney World and Disneyland, especially for adults. Like I could see taking a kid there, but like I know adults that are like, oh, they're just obsessed with it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
this is kind of gay. Like, not gonna lie.
And here's the difference. Here's how it's been explained to me is that everything when you go to Disney World is part of the experience.
Sure.
So every line that you stand in, everything that you look at is like deliberate and nice and somehow
it
wrapped
is.
in, to the event. It's
But
not
it's
like you're standing
cartoons.
next to a
It's-
phone or a fence for
Yeah.
no reason
Well-
or something. You're always standing next to something enchanted and something fucking,
To express my experience with it, it was I didn't get to go until well into my 30s, but at the same time, it was still magical only because it was actually getting to experience childhood in front of me, because grew up with where we didn't have cable for most of our childhood, so it was watching a lot of VHS. Yes, I know, video home. I don't know what VHS
I don't know
stands
either,
for these
yeah.
days, but it was getting a chance to actually like see what I didn't get to see when I was a kid.
Sure.
Which would have been magical then, but it still was powerful enough to be able to experience even as an adult. It was appreciative to at least go once.
To be fair, I went as a child, and even then I was meh about it. I would have much rather gone to Six Flags.
And that's my thing is I'm like, I'd much rather go to a Six Flags and then not have to spend
I don't
$10,000
need to hang
be
out with
at.
Mickey Mouse. I would just want to go on the rides.
Yeah. And I mean, I get it though, too, because, nothing would ruin that for me faster than like paying out the ass for everything and then just standing in line like every other asshole. You know, like that would have been difficult for me to.
Well, even
to
if you're
appreciate.
in California and you've got to stand in line like
I
an
wouldn't be,
asshole,
but sure.
You can definitely make sure that, you aren't paying steep prices when you go to thesensiblesociopathpodcast.com, where you can get your Send socks, your Alpha Beta Omega t-shirts of all different colors for both male and females. You can get your hoodies because it's, chilly outside. We want you to stay warm and stylish. And you also want to make sure that you're enjoying your cup of coffee, your hot tea, or even your hot toddies or your spiked eggnog spiked or unspiked, whichever. It's both eggnog, so you just got to deal with it in your Charlie Cat mug that has multiple different colors, and they're all reasonably priced. And yeah, just make sure you find yourself at thesensibleSociopathPodcast.com.
These also hold 12 ounces of piping hot sewer gravy for those turkeys that won't stop accosting you. But
Fair.
that's just if you have piping hot sewer gravy.
Only.
Yeah. Check us out on all the major podcasting platforms. Wherever you get your other podcasts, you can download us. Subscribe to us here on YouTube. Check us out at The Sensible Sociopath Podcast on Instagram. And you can also find me at Stephen Paul Cast with a PH, Stephen. And we will be back
on Twitter.
Yes, I'm on Twitter. Yes, that's where. And we will be back next Friday.
Correct.
Right?
And we have a guest, Count Rahoon's coming back.
One of our returning.
I get to meet Count Rahoon.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's a good guy.
So I don't know if he's going to be showing up in character or not. I think we decided he wasn't. He's got a lot of things going on in life, so I kind of want to talk to him.
He's always entertaining. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and he's part of Trauma.
Yeah. Stay tuned for that.
Yeah. But we love y'all. Happy Black Friday. Happy Cyber Monday. And we'll see you on Sensoc Friday.
Bye, everybody.
Have a good night, everybody. Bye.
Best podcast in the world.
The world would not be the same.
I like it.
No wonder my anxiety's so high.
Few people laughed. Few people cried.
Oh, what's in the box?
Most people were silent.
And that was it.
Now I am become death.
Sounds like a bad time.
The destroyer of worlds.
Yeah, so this doesn't seem like a great idea to me.
I suppose we all thought that, one way or another.
You didn't tell me any of that. That's crazy.
Well, Rama, when you're a hero, you don't tell everyone until you're on your podcast.
I'm about to hear some shit.
We all need to laugh.
I think just sitting down and, listening to
The Sensible Sociopath. This is the shit you're supposed to be watching.
Gen X is going to love it. Millennials are going to be like, I'm offended.
You have offended me.
Also, my dog has a giant dick.
Oh my god, that's enormous.
I love it.
It's still a racist dog whistle.
Where you kind of have like a rotating cast of characters.
We're talking baby seals, eagles, wolves.
I'm just glad we're not going to have to eat with racism anymore.
It's worse than the butthole.
We're technically considered propaganda.
It is very contagious.
I think we really need to talk about environmentalism.
Like, are they studying pine cones?
Make yourself a nice stingray omelet. That's how Steve Irwin died. Cholesterol.
It's fucking delicious.
his father had ended up killing his mother and committing suicide.
In that order?
That's diabolical. I like it.
They had an apple gun where you could shoot Bigfoot.
Has she always been retarded?
I mean, she could have had a head injury.
You don't know anything about tartar sauce.
He had picked up a 400-pound statue and was like walking around with it.
Was the statue racist?
I'd like to think so.
It's like how they invented bacon and avocado to make a turkey sandwich tolerable.
I have a fear of fire.
Like a werewolf? Daniel, you've been our greatest viewer. Well, Daniel and Sarah and Katrina.
Daniel!